Welcome back to Old Charles, the channel where we explore the fascinating world of rare and historical coins from around the globe. Today, we're diving into the story of one of the most recognizable modern coins from the Philippines, the 1993 5 peso coin. We'll explore its history, design, condition factors, and of course, its value in today's collector's market. So, stay tuned till the end, because this coin carries more history than you might expect. The 5 peso coin of 1993 belongs to the BSP series, the set of coins introduced after the establishment of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, in 1993. This was a major turning point in Philippine currency history, because before this, coins bore the name of the Central Bank of the Philippines, CBP. When the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas was formed under Republic Act No. 7653, it replaced the CBP and introduced a new set of coins that proudly carried the BSP's identity. The 5 peso coin was among the largest and most important denominations in circulation at the time. The 1993 issue marks the very first year of the new BSP coins, making it historically significant. Many collectors consider the first-year issue coins as special because they represent a transitional moment in the country's numismatic history. Now, let's talk about the design. The coin features the portrait of Emilio Aguinaldo, the first president of the Philippines and a key figure in the country's struggle for independence. His face is depicted in profile, facing left, with the inscription Republica ng Pilipinas above and Emilio Aguinaldo below. The year, 1993, is also inscribed on the obverse. On the reverse, you'll find the official seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP. This new seal was adopted in 1993 and prominently placed on the coins to symbolize the country's modernized central banking system. The denomination 5 peso is also clearly shown. The 1993 5 peso coin is made of copper nickel and has a weight of around 7.7 grams with a diameter of 27 millimeters. It has a reeded edge and a silver-gray appearance. During the 1990s, this coin was widely used in everyday life. From jeepney fares, market goods, to small purchases, the 5 peso coin had strong purchasing power. To put it into perspective, in the early 1990s, 5 pesos could buy you a small meal, a soft drink, or several snacks, things that today would cost many times more due to inflation. Because of its frequent use, most of these coins show signs of heavy wear. Finding one in uncirculated or mint condition is much more challenging, and that's where the collector's value really comes in. Now, let's move on to what you've been waiting for, the value. The 1993 5 peso coin is still considered fairly common in circulation in the Philippines, but its collectible value depends on its condition. In average circulated state, this coin is usually worth 5 to 15 pesos to collectors, just slightly above face value, mostly due to its historical, first-year BSP issue significance. If the coin shows minimal wear and still has clear details of Aguinaldo's portrait and the BSP seal, it can fetch between 20 to 50 pesos. A coin that has never been used in circulation, with its original shine and no scratches, is much harder to find. Such coins can range from 80 to 150 pesos, sometimes higher if graded by professional numismatic services. Special note, some collectors look for error coins, like misstrikes, double dies, or off-center strikes. If a 1993 5 peso coin has any minting error, its value could jump significantly, sometimes reaching hundreds of pesos depending on rarity. Collectors always grade coins based on condition, and the 1993 5 peso is no different. Let's quickly break down what to look for: worn out, scratches everywhere, portrait details faded, these have little premium value. Portrait visible, but lots of wear, coin feels flat. Moderate wear, details still clear. Light wear, most design features sharp. No signs of circulation, original luster intact, most valuable to collectors. If you own a shiny, well-preserved 1993 5 peso coin, keep it safe. It could be worth much more in the future, especially since it's the first year of issue. So, to sum up, the 1993 Philippines 5 peso coin is more than just spare change. It's a coin that marked the beginning of a new era in Philippine currency, honoring Emilio Aguinaldo and symbolizing the establishment of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. While most examples are common and affordable, pristine coins in mint condition are increasingly sought after by collectors. If you have one of these coins, check its condition carefully. It might be worth more than you think. We're going to explore one of the most important modern coins from the Philippines, the 1993 5 peso coin. This isn't just an ordinary coin. It carries the story of a nation's economic reform, its leaders, and the transition to a new central banking system. So let's take a deep dive into its history, design, condition, and value. To understand the 1993 5 peso coin, we need to step back and look at the history of the Philippines money system. Before 1993, the Philippines had coins issued by the Central Bank of the Philippines, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, CBP. This institution was created after independence to stabilize the economy and issue money. Coins during this era carry the old central bank seal, but by the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Philippines faced major economic challenges. Inflation was rising, the peso's value had weakened, and there was a need for stronger monetary authority. In response, the Philippine government restructured its banking and currency system. In July 1993, a new institution was formally established, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, under Republic Act No. 7653, also called the New Central Bank Act. This replaced the old central bank and gave more independence to the new BSP, making it better equipped to regulate currency, stabilize inflation, and oversee the country's financial system. To mark this change, the BSP released a new series of coins in 1993. These were the first coins to carry the new BSP seal. The 5 peso coin of 1993 was one of the most important of these coins, since it was among the highest denominations in circulation at the time. Now, let's go even deeper into the history of this particular coin's design. The government chose to feature General Emilio Aguinaldo on the 5 peso coin. Aguinaldo was not just any figure. He was the first president of the Philippines, leading the country during the struggle for independence against Spain and later against American colonization. By placing Aguinaldo on the coin, the BSP was sending a message. This was not only a new era in currency, but also a reminder of the country's proud fight for sovereignty and leadership. The design symbolized both national history and modern economic progress. In the Philippines' coinage timeline, the 1993 issue is also historically important because it was part of the BSP series, 1993 to 2003, which later got replaced by the new BSP series, 2009 to 2017. But collectors always look back at 1993 as the first year of the new system, a milestone in the nation's monetary history. The obverse of the coin shows Emilio Aguinaldo, facing left, with the inscription Republica ng Pilipinas and the year of issue, 1993. Aguinaldo's presence on the coin reflects patriotism and honors his role as the leader of the 1896 Philippine Revolution and the 1898 Declaration of Independence. Reverse, we see the brand new Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas seal, adopted in 1993. This seal was completely different from the old one, showing a modernized institution. The denomination 5 peso is clearly inscribed, making it easy for daily use. In the 1990s, this coin had real buying power. For 5 pesos, you could buy a bottle of soda, a jeepney ride, or snacks at the sari-sari store. Imagine, what costs around 20 to 30 pesos today could be bought for just 5 pesos back in 1993. Because of this, millions of these coins were struck and widely circulated. They were used every single day, which is why most surviving examples today are worn down. Coins from the early 1990s truly represent the daily lives of ordinary Filipinos during that time. Now, let's talk about its value today. Usually worth around 5 to 15 pesos, close to face value, but some collectors pay more because it's the first BSP coin. These can fetch 20 to 50 pesos. If your coin still has its original shine, with no scratches or wear, it can be valued between 80 to 150 pesos, sometimes higher in auctions. Rare mint errors like double strikes, off-center prints, or misaligned BSP seals can raise the value dramatically, sometimes to hundreds of pesos. Uncirculated, shiny, the most desirable for collectors. If you happen to own a 1993 5 peso coin in mint condition, it's a great piece to keep for your collection. So, the 1993 5 peso coin of the Philippines is not just another coin. It represents a historic transition in the country's monetary system. It marked the beginning of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, honored Emilio Aguinaldo as a national hero, and carried real buying power in the lives of Filipinos in the 1990s. Today, it may not make you instantly rich, but it remains a valuable piece of history, especially if found in excellent condition or with unique errors. And as time passes, its collectible value will only grow. We're going to explore one of the most recognizable modern coins of the Philippines, the 1993 5 peso coin. We've already talked about its history and value, but today we're going to go deep into its condition, because condition is everything when it comes to collecting coins. Whether your coin is worn, scratched, or still shiny like the day it was minted, that condition will make the difference between pocket change and a valuable collector's piece. So let's dive in. Coin collectors, also called numismatists, always say, asterisk condition is king. Two coins from the same year and the same mint can have completely different values, just because one was heavily used in circulation and the other was kept safe, untouched, in mint condition. The 1993 5 peso coin is no exception. This coin was heavily used in the 1990s for everyday purchases like jeepney fares, snacks, and small items, which means most examples you find today are in circulated condition. That's why finding one in a truly uncirculated or mint state is rare and more valuable. The 1993 5 peso coin of the Philippines is a common coin in circulation, but condition is what separates an ordinary piece from a collectible treasure. Most people will find theirs in good to fine condition, worth just a bit over face value. Coins in very fine to extremely fine condition start to gain more collector interest, and the rare ones in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch several times their face value. Oh, if you own one, check it carefully. Look for sharp details, clear inscriptions, and that original luster. It may be worth holding on to, especially since it's the first year of BSP coins and will only become more collectible with time. Thank you for watching. If you found this deep condition guide helpful, don't forget to hit like, share this video, and subscribe to Old Charles for more coin history and value breakdowns.